No, yo no lo odio, nomás recibo a la gente con el mismo cariño. Simplemente que chingue a su madre. Así de simple.
Espero que el HBO se dé cuenta que su campeón que tiene no sirve.
¿Por qué tengo que hablar de él? ¿Por qué tengo que hablar de pendejos? ¿Por qué no puedo hablar de mí mismo?
They hate each other. Espero que el HBO se dé cuenta que su campeón que tiene no sirve. Dark returns with a battle between two typically determined Mexican warriors. Super Bantamweight champion Erik Morales against former Super Bantamweight title holder Marco Antonio Barrera. On a perfect, clear, cool night in Las Vegas, an intensely knowledgeable boxing crowd will fill the event center at the Mandalay Bay for a fight for which Mexican fans have waited several years. The former 122-pound world champion, Marco Antonio Barrera. Our regular expert commentator, Roy Jones, is not here tonight because of a family function. And there's one fight and one fight only on this card, so get ready for the main event. Tail of the tape between Erik Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera. You can see that Morales is the younger of the two. Barrera, at age 26, is in his 11th year as a professional fighter. Morales has been straining to make 122 pounds. He made it safely at 121 yesterday, looking a little starched to some of us. Tonight comes in at 130, and Barrera at 132. Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Erik Morales-Marco Antonio Barrera fight is scheduled for 12 rounds using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and he cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 12th and final round. And Jim, huge controversy over the boxing gloves. Morales wanted to use a Japanese brand called Winning. Barrera wanted a Mexican brand, Reyes. They flipped the coin. Barrera won. They're using 8-ounce Reyes.
And if you're a fight fan, you know that means the puncher's glove. Now here's the man who dominated this weight class from 1995 into 1997 before he ran in to an American fighter named Junior Jones.
Now he finds himself an underdog. Yesterday the odds shot up to 5 or 6 to 1 in favor of Morales because of all the fans coming from Tijuana. Today it went down to about 3.5 to 1 because of all of Barrera's fans from Los Angeles. Even though he is a real Mexican fighter, both in style and substance, he hasn't fought in Mexico for over 6 years, Jim, because he found he could make more money in Los Angeles and Nevada.
6 straight wins since the second of his 2 losses to Junior Jones. It would have been 7, but a fight in December was ruled a no contest when it was discovered that his opponent's record had been falsified and that he was, in fact, a former sparring partner of Barrera's. Now here's a closer look at Mexico City's cultured, upper-middle-class fighter, Marco Antonio Barrera,
who turned pro at 15 and was 43-0 before Junior Jones's fights, and Morales claims those losses broke his spirit, to which he replies, "Chicken Tijuana," because Morales from Tijuana, which has never ever produced a major fighter before.
And you can imagine, of course, what the Tijuana fans have to say about people from Mexico City like Barrera. Barrera, incidentally, was one of the principals in the main event of the very first Boxing After Dark telecast, Feb 3, 1996, against Kennedy McKinney, in a fight which, if you saw, you'll remember to this day, a thrilling 11-round seesaw battle in which Barrera knocked McKinney down 5 times and got the TKO win. Now here comes Morales, who has come on in the last couple of years to become the dominant 122-pound fighter in the world, and perhaps the most celebrated and beloved of all Mexican fighters right now, though fans of Barrera and Ricardo Lopez might beg to differ. An entirely different kind of background. Morales loves to say, although it's sort of apocryphally true, he loves to say that he grew up in a boxing gym in Tijuana. Here's a closer look at erikmorales Morales.
He turned pro with his father as a former professional at the old age of 16. And this, he promises, will be his last fight at this weight. He's going up to featherweight at 126. And although he has a very, very professional attitude about virtually everything, he says this fight is personal.
And many believe what's at stake for the winner tonight, whoever it is a matchup against Prince Nassim Hamed, one rung up the ladder at 126 pounds, which would be the richest featherweight fight of all time. While you're watching Morales and Barrera, you can also log out to Michael Buffer for the official introductions.
Y ahora, damas y caballeros, and now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mandalay Bay Resort Casino of Las Vegas, Nevada, where tonight, Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, in association with Corona Extra, La Cerveza Más Fina, presents HBO Boxing After Dark, the Battle of Champions, 12 rounds of boxing in the 122-pound division for the championship of the world. Sanctioned by the WBC and WBO. With the approval and sanctioning of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Dr. Elias Ghanem, Chairman. Commissioners at ringside, Dr. Luther Mack, Amy A.U., Lorenzo Fertitta, and Glenn Carano. Executive Director Mark Ratner. Physicians in attendance are Dr. Flip Homansky, Dr. James Wishgame, Dr. Al Capana, and Dr. Jeff Davidson. The timekeepers at the bell and counting for the knockdown seconds, Al Bisick and Mike Lachella. WBC President Jose Suleiman. Supervisor for the WBC, Rex Walker. WBO President and Supervisor Francisco Paco Barcarcel. The three judges at ringside who will be scoring this bout on the 10-point must system are Carol Castellano, Dwayne Ford, and Dalby Shirley. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Mitch Halpern. This bout is dedicated to the memory of Chuck Hull. And now, are we ready? Y ahora, están listos. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Mandalay Bay of Las Vegas, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed with black, and weighing in at 121 pounds. His professional record, a perfect one. 35 contests, 35 victories, including 28 knockouts, and he is consistently ranked, pound for pound, among the best in the world. Damas y caballeros, de la zona norte, Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, the reigning and defending undefeated WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Erik "Elterrible" Morales. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing silver trimmed with blue. He weighs in at 121.5 pounds, and he has an outstanding professional record consisting of 49 victories, including 36 by knockout with only 2 losses. Damas y caballeros de Ciudad de Mexico, Distrito Ferraro, Mexico, the 2-time world champion, the reigning and defending WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the world, Marco-Antonio Barrera.
All right, gentlemen, this will be clean. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, good luck. Let's go.
Jim, the only reason this hasn't been called a life and death fight by the fighters or their rabid supporters is that it is more important than that.
Is it, in fact, life and death for Marco Antonio Barrera, whose career may be derailed if he can't win tonight?
Well, he admits that he was devastated by the 2 losses to Jones. Didn't fight for 10 months and has slowly restored his spirit. It would be devastating, but it depends again on what kind of a fight it is.
So how much does Barrera have left? Is there anything left for Morales to learn? Will it be Morales' blistering overhand right, or will it be Barrera's left hook to the body?
The early Barrera is going on the attack very early. He says his defense has improved with a little bit more head movement, but he is putting himself in the range of Morales' excellent right hand.
And a solid left hook lands early for Barrera, and he knocks Morales back with a right hand. Early assault from the Mexico City star. And now Morales, understanding that Barrera has come to be aggressive, begins to look for opportunities to retaliate and lands the right uppercut. Left hook to the body by Barrera. A vicious start to what should be a high contact fight.
Well, 1 minute into this, it's already living up to the expectations.
Incidentally, don't be confused by the word Tapia on the back of the silver trunks of Marco Antonio Barrera. No relation to Johnny Tapia, the great fighter from a lower weight class. Barrera's mother's maiden name is Tapia.
Barrera is forcing the action, making Morales fight going backward at this point.
And he rips Morales with a left hook upstairs. And Morales lands the jab and just misses with the right hand behind. Back comes Barrera to the body.
Already a welt under the left eye of Barrera.
No, it's the right eye, Larry.
Sorry, the right eye.
Yep. And there's a right hand by Morales, and Barrera pins Morales against the rope.
Watch your heads.
Left hook upstairs and to the body by Morales. 1-2 combination by Barrera. Hard right hand by Morales as they trade in the middle of the ring. Double jab by Morales and a left hook. So Morales has withstood the early assault and has matched Barrera punch for punch. Low blow by Morales, and Barrera grimaces in pain, but keeps fighting. Both fighters, incidentally, impressed their fans and followers and media type by speaking English at the news conference to promote the fight on Thursday.
An expression of their ambition to be known more than just Mexican fighters, which they are, and certainly this fight can put them on a larger map.
Both fighters have their moments in a savage round number 1. And as we go to the corners, where Spanish is spoken, Ray Torres will be our interpreter.
Okay, you need to work with him, but at the distance. Don't get in this distance. Don't get too close to him. We don't need that. You already cut him. He's cut. You gotta keep pressuring him. Close your eye. Let's put some Vaseline. It's nothing. You cut, but it's nothing. You need to go in, bob and weave, and get in. You're going too low. Let's use more intelligence.